Let me give you a cheat code for life, for getting everything and anything you want. Understand that you are a Homo sapien. It's actually Homo sapien sapiens. You are an animal, you're a mammal, and you're designed to survive in a harsh, wild environment. When you understand that and you build that ancestral lens to understand how that connects to behaviors today and your environment around you today, because this is just a new environment, it's a modern environment, but it's still you in that environment. That environment dictates what you do, what you don't do. People, things, food availability, porn, social media, etc. These are all things in your environment that you can just turn on like instantly. Whereas our ancestors never had that luxury. They had to go out and fight, hunt, gather, hours, sometimes days on end, to get precious nutrients, minerals, proteins, fats, carbs, animal meat, etc. They were perpetually hungry, and that kept them going out and doing that, right? We have strong biological imperatives to procreate because that's how we get babies. And if nature didn't program into us these tendencies, these proclivities, things like dopamine, serotonin, hormones, etc., that got us doing things, our species would have died off a long time ago. But we became the dominant top dog apex predator species on planet Earth because of these things, but also because of some other things like group survival and the ability to work together, deep love bonds, actually, which is a mammalian thing you see a lot of. But humans have it to another degree where we can look at something cute and want to protect it. That is deep paternal instinct that helped raise offspring that were very fragile in the wild before modern medicine and giving birth on the ground, like literally out there with predators all around you and insects and disease, whatever. That biology that got us here is now mismatched to what's around us. It's the mismatch theory of, you could say, evolution or just, anthropology. I mean, you have mismatch of any species, I guess, but we just see it mostly in humans. I mean, okay, here's a good example. Look at zoo animals. They're usually overweight. They don't run around a lot. They have no struggle. They can't really go anywhere. And they often die of like sadness or depression, or just they die because they're not in their natural environment. That's very much like humans today. We are in a mismatched, incongruent to our genes environment. And that's why all of the things we struggle with, that's why. Like it's mismatched. It's not normal. Being on a screen, looking at things like over swipe, dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. It's not natural. Porn, not natural. Your brain can't even delineate the difference. It thinks it's literally gonna get laid, but it's a screen, right? Nature has not had to contend with this. And this came on so fast and it changes so fast. We need like another 10,000 years or more, probably another 100,000 years to actually be able to adapt to it. Like Homo sapien 3.0 or whatever that's going to be from here. Like maybe dopamine will down regulate, like, and like it'll stabilize in a way. We'll get rewarded for other things. You know, maybe porn won't reward us as much in the future because those that were rewarded by porn didn't procreate. Their genes died off. Those that didn't get rewarded by porn more likely to procreate because they just went in the real world, and then those genes survived and thrived. I mean, you know, that's like a 100,000 to 500,000 year process, though. That's Darwin's natural selection, like 101, right? And you know, that's even if we even last that long, or things might change completely, and we all just morph into the singularity, and we're all just this collective consciousness, intelligence living in like a cloud, Matrix style. That could happen too. If, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to get everything you want in life, you have to understand who you are on a physical level. Now, I'm not talking spiritual, like who you are, like your identity. I'm talking about just pure physicality. Why do you have tendencies? Why do you have hormones? Why do you want to do that thing, not do that thing? Why are you afraid of this? Why are you afraid of people's judgment? You know, so on and so forth. And success, here's the thing. Here's the game changer. Success in the modern environment today is almost always about what things can you override from your natural biology to do something different or even the opposite today, because that is what produces success. I'll give you one example, and then you can start thinking about this, and this is something that will take time. It doesn't come overnight, etc. You care what other people think, because in the wild, in a small tribe, if you didn't play nice and if people didn't like you, you didn't get sex, you didn't get food, you could get killed. It was a legit survival mechanism to have people like you. Today, if you want to succeed in business or art or doing something, you have to, by default, have people not like you, have people criticize you, have people talk shit to you, have people in some cases hate you, because that's just what it is. If you're gonna go out there and be public and produce this thing or whatever, you're gonna have naysayers, you're gonna fail, you're gonna look stupid, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna have angry customers, etc., etc., etc. But those that push through that push through all that psychological pain, not physical pain, psychological pain, those that push through that eventually build a resilience to it. We never really get over it. You can kind of see, even when you're talking to somebody like Elon Musk, like the haters and the naysayers, like they get to him, obviously, right? Maybe they fuel him, but they still get to him. It gets to all of us. But when we figure out how to go forward anyways, that's where success is. And it's why only about 1% that are willing to do that become successful. It's like it's constant. And maybe it's 2%. Maybe it's 2%. But it's 1 or 2% that actually reach that amazing life of success and happiness and whatever that everybody wants. Whereas most people live lives of quiet desperation, as Thoreau said a long time ago. Well before social media, he said that. Now look how bad it's getting every single day. Understand this mismatch. Understand who you are biologically, physically, where you came from, and why you want to do some things and not others. And then when you have that awareness, you can make different decisions. And you do those consistently until you build habits around them. You know how many people I've talked to, as you know, somebody's built companies and whatever, they want to start a YouTube channel. And I asked them, okay, how many videos a day are you recording? Oh, I haven't started. Or 0. It's like, what are you talking about? I try to be supportive, and I try to say, hey, just start with 1 video a day. Don't even publish them. Just get in the habit of talking to a camera like this. Like, I've literally done 1,000 of these. I don't say and and like and do all the shit I used to say when I was talking to camera, because I trained. I put in the reps. And even now, I'm working on my articulation, my pauses, my not coming off sounding a little bit too judgmental. Like, I want to be more, calm in my speech, because I'm a little aggressive, as you can tell. They're not even recording a video a day. It's like, record 1 video a day. I'm at like 5. This is a long ass video. I'm at like 7 minutes right here. I can see the bar at the top. But you can do 2 minutes. I just recorded 4 videos actually. I just recorded 4 freaking videos in like 20 minutes. And you want to have a successful channel or produce content that people like enjoy and tune into, and you're not even doing a video a day. Understand why that is. Think about the mismatch principle. Think about how you're probably afraid of criticism, and that's a survival mechanism, and then find ways to do it anyways and to overcome that. And on the other side of overcoming that is where you'll find success.